jail for his troubles, and it worked so well he killed 27 children? Yeah, so once you look into him, even a little bit scratch the surface, a pattern begins to form, put it that way. And it's real noticeable. This is all remedial shit way behind. All the victims are knocking around, snitching. You can find out if you want it. We've had them on the show. You can find out everything they did without a hearing. Most of the hearings are for show. I find it shocking that we even got a hearing, because this is stuff that Bill Maher would consider fringe. I don't know if it's okay in my Overton window to accept it, you know?
So, there's one more part of these hearings that I want to show you, and it involves Tyler Robinson. So here, happened today in Congress discussing MK Ultra and how it could potentially be used to target a president, Charlie Kirk, or Martin Luther King. Let's listen. What happened? Here we go.
What are the possibilities that what we've learned in MK Ultra, now that it has advanced so much to algorithms and the computer and getting to loners, that some of these loners could, through this just mass propagation of whatever you're doing, could cause someone to maybe take a shot at a president.
I know there's a lot of speculation out there about the Butler shooting, and I guess even the Charlie Kirk shooting.
Might be.
I just hate to speculate because I don't know. I have no first-hand knowledge whether those guys were programmed through radio waves or through their computer activity. So I would never hazard a guess, except to say what I've already said, that they developed means that we've never been told about many, many years ago, and I imagine they've evolved to be much more effective now. So
let me interrupt you one more time, and I apologize again. But don't you think that they could cast this broad net through these algorithms and other things, and maybe they don't know the exact person it's going to affect, but they know what type of person it's going to affect, and they know it's going to happen, and that way they can't predict when it's going to happen, but they think it will happen, and then that way they can sort of wash their hands of this whole thing and say, we didn't have anything to do with it, but in effect they really did, because they put this out there, and they continue to put it out there to whatever method you're talking about. Go ahead, guys. I'm sorry. Ma'am, if you want to jump in.
She's with NIH.
Okay. Doctor, go ahead.
It sounds to me like you're describing something like the Martin Luther King assassination. The FBI didn't carry it out, but it created such a climate just denouncing King as the most dangerous man in America, and putting out all this material about how he was helping communists, that they must have thought, it's going to filter down. Somebody will take action, and then we can say we didn't have anything to do with it.
And James Earl Ray was a third-rate thief. He made an incredible shot, 1 foot on a come up.
What, Kurt? Go ahead.
This is the lie. So this is where they're whitewashing it. No, that James Earl Ray is an asset. That, just like all the others. Thomas Crooks' parents, behavioral modification. There's a handler always. Sure, they do that other thing where they spread it out. But those big ones, they wouldn't risk it like that. They would make sure it went down. They want him dead. And they want him dead publicly so we all see. Just like Charlie and just like JFK. It's called a King Killed 33, and it's what's called a psychodrama. You know what psychodrama is?
No.
It's a form of therapy where you enact you have a pillow and you're like, you didn't love me, all that shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's also a form of mind control. So you combine the trauma with psychodrama. Okay? And you put the whole nation through it, and you can alter reality, which they did. After they killed JFK, some people dissociate. So when it's obvious that the Jack Ruby thing doesn't make any sense, some people are going to just dissociate and not look into it. That's the thing that they're mainly planning for. People still wearing masks. All the information.
Yeah, the psychodrama, especially around these parts, absolutely sick, disgusting, and disturbing. They need to be hit in the head with those pillows. Fill it with bricks first. Do us a favor. Anyways, we're here in Augusta, Maine. I really hope the proper authorities do what they're supposed to do to help these hostages here at the Governor Hill Mansion that have been fucked and tortured for years by these punks. What were they talking about before? MK Ultra? What's that all about? Yeah, to even use the terminology mind control exposes you as an idiot. I'm sorry, but to us that's what it means. Or you're just in a group with a lot of idiots and you got to repeat their rhetoric and terminology so you don't get in trouble. Don't you dare suggest eating less meat and dairy. You'll lose them all, won't you? I know, it's amazing. They had to kind of shift the divide. You notice how they were very careful who's going to go this way, that way. Because so many people are divided on that, and they knew that it would be like a civil war, and they'd profit greatly. You on this side, you on this side. We'll all get a piece of the pie, no matter which one gets higher or lower, right? Is that how it works? I'm not really sure. I'm trying to get into some of their heads and rationalize with these adults as to why these facts and concerns aren't being discussed and talked about. The setup of our police officers, the targeting of innocent citizens, non-vaxxers. Yeah, that alone is pretty fucked up. Non-vaxxers, Nazis, bullies, cartel. Right, for people to understand these things and understand, that's how some really sick punks get away with some of the worst abuse. Because so many people are all caught up in these fucking war of the world bullshit, keeping up with the Joneses games. And it's quite sick, disgusting, and disturbing to us. Oh, I know, not to mention you're living your lives and recovery and rehab and telling your stories and doing your pillow therapy. What a bunch of sick, nasty fucking people. Proper authorities here in Augusta, Maine need to help these children. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or suggestions as to how we can get the local news people, national news people, it should be reported nationally, right? I mean, people know about this all around the world, and it's been being used in training, studies, and classes to show people how these fucking punks get away with it. How delusional these people are, how their stupidity and ignorance and arrogance and teaching people lessons aids and abets some of the sickest punks and druggies and sluts, and they fucking love it and take advantage of it and move on along when they've sucked them for all they can. You can see it, right in this case, right in many other cases where these punks feed the child and animal pornography out to groups. Right, Mr. Jones, Rogan, Dollywood, did they kick a dog? Do they deserve it? Right, so that's been a long ongoing issue too that gets a lot of innocent people killed with these games. Rich, entitled pieces of shit like to play with these druggy kids. I know, right? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't really care. If you don't like the way I'm talking and you think you need to teach me a lesson for telling you what a piece of fucking shit you are, you go right ahead and do that. Hopefully the proper authorities do what they're supposed to do to expose these networks. We're watching as dead mothers from the great beyond, and we really hope you do the right thing. Many others already have. You should join them. Or not. You know, metaphorically speaking, right? It's like, I like ice cream. You like ice cream? I like ice cream. So does that mean we join together and like all the people who like ice cream like each other and they're on the same team? Yeah, you're an ice cream liker too. Did you vote for ice cream? I wanted pudding, sorry. Oh, get her! Ooh. I hate you fucking people. Anyways, yeah, if you need help with anything, let us know. We're pretty well-bodied and abled. If you need help with anything. Pretty well. I mean, if it's something we can't handle, whether it be the activity, duration, a combination of both, or just one or the other, we will let you know. We're very aware, and we know our limitations. I mean, not always. Sometimes someone will say, Not really, though. I'm pretty good at judging myself. I mean, I'm trying to think of an example where No, I'm pretty good. There's not really anything. Oh, when I'm in class? Yeah, okay, so they said, yeah, sometimes they have to hone me in when I'm in class and I'm getting a little drunk on myself and emotions and how cool life is and exciting. It's like a roller coaster when you start thinking about history. See, there they go. They just, don't get going. There you go. Great example. Thank you. I needed help with that. What a beautiful day. Yeah, it is really nice. You're welcome. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, it is. It's really scary to us, not just what's happened and been ignored for quite a while. And then you add in all the child and animal pornography, the murders, the targeting of innocent citizens, the doctors, the private investigators that have disappeared or killed themselves or died in freak accidents. I know. You see it all over the place. It's nothing special here. No, what's at the top of our list here would be the child and animal abuse and pornography that these punks feed out to the streams and channels, and explaining to people how that's what has already happened. And a lot of people felt justified getting the dangerous cartel people or the dog kicker or the Nazi or the non-vaxxer. As you can see, they fed a lot of fear propaganda out, making sure they feared the non-vaxxers and thought they had to get them, and that was their job. Drive, baby, drive! Yeah, and we're out here dealing with these fucking psychos in and out of our homes, on and offline. So whenever you fucking adults on those stages reading the prompters in our news departments, I mean, do you have a responsibility to report facts to the public, or is it not your responsibility? Like, you can just lie? There's no laws, right? Are there laws that say you have a responsibility to report the facts, or? Because, I mean, you seem very, very strict about not talking about certain vaccines, but that seems because you don't want to upset the sponsors. It's not as though you're breaking any laws. You'd be breaking a contract, right? You don't want to get sued. I'm just trying to figure things out. You better listen to your doctor. Yeah, and my doctor says the vaccines are fucking dangerous and killing people. What happened to your doctor? Your doctor killed themselves because they felt so guilty about how dangerous the vaccines were. They were injecting saline into these people. And they got caught and they felt so fucking guilty they killed themselves. What's your doctor say? Oh, they're in jail for murdering people? How lovely. Right. Proper authorities here need to wake the fuck up and help these kids. Do you understand me? Much love, health, and peace to you all. We're trying to be nice about it, you know? I'm sure, you know, if it were your kids, I can imagine you'd be so irate, those motherfuckers would be dead, and we wouldn't even be having this conversation trying to help bring clarity and awareness to the world, right? You'd be in jail, and more punks would have gotten away with it, as always, right? Nothing to see here, folks. Kids are well taken care of. Look at how we recovered. You sick, fucking, nasty pieces of shit. Here at the Governor Hill Mansion in Augusta, Maine. And in this community, if I were you, I'd pack your shit and get the fuck out of here. You know who we're talking to. There's a lot of good people here, and you're putting them in danger with your ignorance and protecting murderers and pedophiles. We look forward to the proper authorities coming through and helping out with these hostages. Yeah, no, you sick fucks should pack up and go. You should not be here. I'd leave if I were you. In fact, you deserve the death penalty for what you've been doing. It is inhumane, sick, and disgusting. And the fraud and the danger that you have brought onto innocent citizens, death penalty. Firing squad, stick them in the chair, and you want to sit there and cry about the way we're talking, and when you feel threatened and it's just not right and the police aren't doing their job. Shut the fuck up and get out. Much love, health, and peace to the rest of you.